we don't already they chop lips at this point, what is remaining? I mean, now guys, I thoroughly enjoyed last night's pool party. I mean, it was off the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey Betha, what's up and welcome back to my channel. My name is Betha. I'm so excited to have you here. If this is your first time coming across my channel, seeing my face, or even listening to me, you are definitely welcome. Please make sure to hit on the subscribe button before you leave. Also, give this video a thumbs up right now. It means just click on the thumbs up button. You know, that just shows YouTube that something good is happening here, and they can of course recommend the channel to other people. Okay, now if you're a returning subscriber, a returning Bethan, I love you so much. Thank you for being here. And I also want to say thank you for everyone who has gifted me a thanks. Now, if you do not know what that means, there's an icon that's just right beside the comment. If you scroll through, you would see the super thanks. That's one of the ways you get to show support to a creator that you genuinely like and want to support them. You know, you can gift them any amount. It doesn't really matter. You know, 400, 200, 500, 1 million, whatever it is, you know, it is all welcome, and I truly appreciate it. Now, if that's something you want to do, you know, for me, of course, please go ahead and click on the super thanks button and just do that. All right, and also make sure to join my membership just in case you missed it in the last video. Please click on the join icon that you can see right beside the subscribe button. That's another way, you know, to show loyalty to a creator that you like, and in this case, I am that creator. I know you like me. Okay, I know you do. So go ahead and join my membership. All right. Now, without wasting any more time, guys, let us go straight into the party. Oh my goodness. From the beginning of the party, this party started at about 9:30, you know, and it was a 2 hours party. Guys, for the 2 hours these housemates were in that garden, it was fun. Like, it was fun galore. Every single housemate brought their A games. Like, really, nobody wanted to be left hanging. Nobody wanted to lose guard, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. The DJ killed it. Oh my goodness. Like, I had so much fun watching them. There was not a dull moment at all throughout the party. Okay, but then of course you know that with the party comes a lot of drama, comes a lot of basketballs after the party, and best believe that your girl was awake for the most part, you know, just to see what happened. Now let's start from the party, guys. There were some people I was actually looking out for, you know, just to see what would happen between them, and the first on my list was definitely WANNI and Shaun. Now, I do not know what to make of this ship. I do not know what to call it. Some people have called it the WANNI Shaun ship or the Shaun WANNI ship. Whatever their name is, guys, they gave us the content that we have been waiting for, because before we knew what was happening, WANNI had pulled Shaun to the corner and had given this boy the kiss of his life. I can bet you that even in that UK that I was, I never kissed her like that before. Because at some point, WANNI even took him, you know, they sat down, she sat on him, and they started locking lips. I'm not talking... I'm talking locking the lips. That's what they were doing. And I'm like, how did we get here? How did we get here? I mean, I knew for sure that they were going to kiss, but I just didn't know when. And so when the thing started, I was like, hey, it don't happen. It don't happen. Where will they go? I've been waiting to talk for there. Anyway, that was really nice to see. But then at some point, I just felt like WANNI was doing too much in terms of following Shaun everywhere. Like, babe, come on. You can have some fun with other people. I know she did before people come for me. I know she danced with people and all of that. But for the most part, she was just following Shaun bumper to bumper. And my problem with this is tomorrow, I don't want to hear he used me. I mean, we've seen something like this happen before. Liquorose and Emmanuel. Liquorose was following Emmanuel everywhere. And of course, if you give guy nyash, the guy go collect the nyash. He goes, well, I go grab him. See, it's just common sense. So I don't want to hear, hey, he used me. You were not used, okay? In fact, you were the one using, all right? You were the one using. At some point, she took off the cover jacket that she had over her swimsuit, and her sister was trying to stop her at some point. But then the thing did not really work. Even her sister to now join her. They were now shaking. I said, if the sister don't kuku join her, wait till Betha want do. Betha, mind your business. Mind your business. And of course, they were not the only ones that I was paying attention to, guys. Chinwe and Zion also gave us the content needed because they were together, you know, they go grab Nash at some point. The boy went and adjust her breast inside her bikini, this thing, had been a swimsuit. let's say the breast don't they come out, then the boy Power Ranger say, ah, wahala. If you not get baby, sorry for you. Sorry for you, because these two people, they will put it in your face that they are babies and babies. Guys, they had so much fun in the pool because at some point there was just two of them there, dancing. But while they grabbed Nash, I said, wahala. At some point, I was also paying attention to Tofa and Damilola. I mean, I wanted to see if, if they would dance together, if they'll spend some time together. You guys know the whole drama between Damilola, Toyosi, her partner, and of course Tofa, the guy that is making the two ladies want to quarrel, So it was really nice to see that both of them had their moments where they were dancing together. Tofa actually spent some time, I mean quality time with Damilola last night. Now, I do not know what to make of that, but I saw that and I thought it would be nice to mention, okay? Now, another thing that my very sharp eyes caught was the part where Auntie Casia was dancing. I mean, she was dancing and just twerking on her husband, giving him all the nyash and all of that. And of course, the detectives in the house, DJ Flo, she saw it and she was like, ha. For her besties, this kind of besties, it gets as it be, it's a bit slippery. It's a bit slippery. Your bestiship is slippery. She was just looking at them, and before we knew it, the other two detectives joined in. Of course, that would be Chinwe and Ruthie. I mean, these three ladies gathered and they started. I'm sure they were saying, oh, did you see that? You know how parties can be now? The music was loud, we couldn't really make out what they were saying, but I know saying and waiting at the top with that. Okay, and guys, let me just tell you, it wasn't only that moment that the double K shared together. There was a part where she was dancing with her husband. She had her hands over his neck and they were dancing. She even fed him chicken. I'm like, okay, girl. I mean, I don't know how long you guys are going to put up with this act, but if you ask me, I'm just going to come out because, I mean, I will want to kiss my husband. The kind of alcohol that was going into that system today, it will not be bad if you just call up your wife, go on corner, hold lamb, your property, you hold lamb. But anyway, that did not happen. It did not happen. Now, something else that caught my attention during the party was also the fact that WANNI and Victoria had a conversation. You guys know that in one of my videos, I had told you that there was a bit of a rift between WANNI and Victoria because of Shaun. And it had seemed like, Victoria was giving WANNI attitude because she was spending more time with her partner. Now, I do not agree that was exactly how it happened. It was a situation where Victoria and Shaun had a conversation about their performance during the task. The one where she fell. And, she was trying to tell him that, look, you don't spend time with me. I'm your partner. You should also try to get to know me and all of that. It was not coming from a bad place. And I just love the fact that these two ladies were able to talk about it. And, even after the party, there was a part where WANNI was speaking to Shaun and telling him that, look, Victoria, I feel she's a good person. I don't have any bad energy towards her. And I'm glad that we talked about it. So it is safe to say that they are good. And, whatever it is that is going on between Shaun and Victoria, that's something that they both need to sit down and talk about. I do not know when they're going to talk about that, but they really, really need to have that conversation, okay? Onyeka was definitely in a world of her own, just dancing and shaking up her booty. Same thing with Nelly. Nelly was giving me the vibes. I mean, yes, you said you're a chef, I believe you, but I also believed parts where you said you're a video vixen, because that nyash where you just the jiggly, Auntie Nelly, I'm loving this vibe. Guys, the party was fun. I'm not even going to lie. But trust me, I decided to wait a little longer just to see what would happen after the party. But sometimes when you plan, when they say man proposes but God disposes, me, I propose, never say no. Because for like 5 minutes, they just carry the lights. Before the lights go come back, I don't say gbege don't happen. And I was trying to make out what was going on, from their conversations and all of that. Now, it turned out that at some point, because I heard when Big Brother had called the twins, the head of house, and had told them to come to the dining room. So I knew that Big Brother was going to give an information. I just didn't know what exactly it was. So it was after the light came back that I realized that the instruction Big Brother had given to the Mbadiwe twins was to make sure that they get the bottles of drinks out of WANNI's hands, especially because, at some point they were pouring the drink, they were acting like people that were tipsy. Let's not say high. They were not high, but they were definitely tipsy, But then, I don't know if it's in the way that the Mbadiwe twins came off, especially Ozzy. Now, from their conversation, from the complaints WANNI and Handi were telling other people, were making to other people, it had seemed like Ozzy had come to them to say, oh, give me that bottle. You people don't they lose guard, or not don't they lose guard. And for her, it's like, lose guard how? I'm not high. I'm not high. And even if Big Brother gave you an instruction to get the bottle from me, I mean, there are nicer ways to say it.
If Big Brother said something to you, but your girls, there's way you come, because you don't be shouting out loud. Oh, give me this cup. It's not like this alcohol.
And for us, it's like, I don't understand why there's a misunderstanding here. Like, I didn't come off at you anyhow. I literally came to you and told you what Big Brother said. You know, these guys felt like, why are you people overreacting if you're not truly high? If you're not high, you would know that what I have just done is save you from any embarrassment. Because again, before you know it now, you will now do something that you might regret later and all of that. But apparently, Wanni and Handy saw it differently, and they just felt like the way he came onto them was just totally wrong. And the Mbadiwe boys apologized. Okay, they did apologize before going upstairs. But then, of course, housemates just kept asking Wanni and Handy. So it seemed like they were just repeating the same thing. I did not like the fact that they came to me like that. Like, why would they be telling me that I'm acting childish? Because, Ozzy had said that when, she was overreacting. And he was like, why are you being childish? I only came to collect the bottle. And for her, that was a turn of like, you would not speak to me like that. And guys, I really cannot tell you how to speak to somebody. If she says she doesn't want you to speak to her like that, please don't speak to her like that, because there's some things you say to me too, and I will take an offense to it, even though you didn't mean it as anything. So again, party now, alcohol don't enter body. It was Smirnoff and Guinness. Guys, when all of these things were happening, I was like, wait, so all these things just for Smirnoff and Guinness? Godons, are you there? Hello? Are you there? Because it would be wild. It would be really wild. Anyways, guys, after a long back and forth, the Ozzy guy came downstairs, sat down with Wanni and Shaun, and Shaun was like, oh yeah, Wanni, explain to him quietly. Don't shout. Tell him what he did that you didn't like. And of course, she narrated. And the guy was trying to explain himself. They were start talking about it. The camera left there and showed us OC having a conversation with DJ Flo. And apparently, this is the first time they're ever speaking, since they got into the house. So he was trying to explain to her, that this is not what they meant. And again, that he's just really disappointed because these twins, the Hani and Wandi twins, they know each other from outside, like they're friends from outside. So even if anybody would be upset at something as minute as this, it shouldn't be Wanni and Handy. But then for some reason they're acting this way. And DJ Flo just went on to explain, this is the first time you people will be in a situation like this, in a setup like this, don't take it personally and all, before they now started talking about themselves, where OC was now saying, oh, we've never spoken before, it's nice to speak to you. And then, DJ Flo opened up, about how she was truly feeling about the twins, Mbadiwe twins. She was like, well, initially I was feeling you guys, I felt like you guys were cool guys, but then immediately you guys got into power, something changed and, it rubbed off on me in a very negative way. And OC was surprised. It's like, you know what? If you had not mentioned this to me now, I would never have known that this is how you felt about us. And that is why it is really important to communicate. I feel like these guys are really mature, and I like how they handle situations. I also like the fact that DJ Flo opened up and just told him, look, this is it. At the beginning, I was feeling you guys, you guys were cool. But right now, this is it. And, he explained and they talked it over, right? Guys, there was also this moment between Nelly and, Mayor Frosh. Mayor Frosh was tipsy. In fact, Mayor Frosh was high because he was just behaving anyhow. He would fall and talk 3 times about one thing. It was just really funny. And, Nelly, being someone who is very close to in the house, had taken him upstairs and said, oh yeah, come and sleep. You are high. You are drunk. And he said, no, I'm okay. I'm okay. Look, my name is Mayor. Imagine saying my name is Austin Betha, but then I cannot remember that my name is Austin Betha. Or trying to describe what I do, and suddenly I cannot remember what I do. Like I'm now thinking about it. Oh, my name is Betha Austin. Oh, sorry. My name is Austin Betha. I am a content creator. And I start thinking, that was basically what was happening. The guy was high, but he did not want to accept it. And I just love the fact that, Nelly did not leave him by himself. She made sure that, she stayed there with him. They talked for a bit. He was even trying to demonstrate his task that they would have later today. It was just hilarious. And I love that friendship bond that, they shared there. Now, something else that, tickled my fancy last night was the conversation Toby Forge had with Casia. Guys, in my opinion, that was one of the sweetest conversations I have heard since this housemates got into Biggie's house. This guy was literally pouring his heart out to Casia, telling Casia, look, I really like you. Casia, I like you. I mean, at this point, I just want to pin you down and just kiss you, like just give you a deep kiss. But you know why I'm not going to do that? because I respect you, Casia. I mean, Casia, you're not the type of lady that, anybody should play with. People should respect you. And my mind is telling me that there's someone you're interested in. I don't know if the person is in this house, but I know my mind doesn't deceive me. My mind is telling me that you're interested in someone else. And I hope that that guy knows that he has a germ. Because if he misbehaves, trust me, there are millions of other guys that will rush you because you're such a beautiful lady. You're different. Your smile just warms me up. Even when I'm sad, something as little as your smile, I'm like, oh, Toby, what's going on? I was blushing the entire time. I'm not even going to lie. You guys know me. I love love, and I understand she's married, but he doesn't know that. So that's allowed. Okay. He kept on telling her, you're such a sweet person. I mean, my mind is telling me to get you pregnant. But I would rather wait, maybe when we go outside the house, because how I'm feeling now is not something I want to just rush and say, oh, let's do it. That would be me disrespecting you. So I would prefer that, we meet our parents, you meet my parents. I say, person, wife, meet your parents for wait. But he just kept on, going on and on, telling her how she's such a. I mean, like, even the girl, I know say, for where she did inside her, she got on a melt. And the sad part about this thing is, immediately camera showed us where her husband was. The guy was sitting there like somebody who had lost his wallet. Okay, he just that they look like bolo. They look. I mean, he wasn't there. He was downstairs. This conversation between Toby Forge and Casia happened upstairs. But my point is, he was just sitting by himself, looking lost. After they had the conversation, he was like, anyway, I'm not going to push it, and because I respect you, if you give me green light, I will push. I will push. Okay, I'm not promising you that because I have said all of these things, I will not push. If I see any mixed signal, trust me, I will come for you in full force. Okay, I will come for you because imagine, see the way you were treating Kelly Ray. Even when people were preparing for your task, I saw the way you were trying to put him through. That's a wife material right there. I say, oh shit. I'm sure this guy pays so much attention to Casia, and it was just really sweet to watch. Trust me, I enjoyed every bit of that conversation. Like, they finished, and he said his good night, and she left. I'm like, mm. I love it. I love it. Okay, guys, trust me. After all of these conversations, I told myself, Betha, you need to sleep. Okay, so of course, I turned off my TV. Now, if anything else happened, you might want to tell me those things in the comment because me, I don't really know. Okay, now where I stop, so now I don't stop. So, all right, let me know. Did you guys watch the party? Did you enjoy it? I mean, like, what were your takes? Like, just tell me. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. Okay, I love you guys so much, and of course, I would see you in the next one. Now, before you go, I know some people have been asking, oh, what are the times for events and all of that in Biggie's house? Guys, they will be having their wager task today. All right, I'm probably going to just add a comment in the comment section, of the times and days for all the events, the ones that the organizers had released. I'll just drop that in the comment section and pin it so that you can always check, look through it, and then of course that would be of help to you. Okay, thank you so much. Like I said earlier, I love you so much, and I will see you guys on the next one. All right, bye.